I was out of town attending a wedding for the weekend, and the morning of the wedding I woke up and I knew something was different in my ear. I knew things didn't sound quite right, but I didn't realize the extent of my loss until I went to work Monday morning, and I picked up the phone on my desk and put it to my ear, and I thought, my phone's dead. So I changed hands to hit some buttons, and when I put it to my other ear, I could hear the dial tone, and I realized at that point there was a serious problem.
Well, I say that growing up, my biggest challenge was being able to communicate. I had trouble communicating with people in a way that they could relate to. My challenge was because I couldn't understand what it's like to see fully, and being able to explain the difference of how it was different for me. I believe growing up with the challenges that I faced, I believe that I've become a very effective self-advocate. It was very important to have my parents and others in my life who were really good educators, and I was able to learn from that experience to be as a self-advocate. I believe it's being a good teacher, helping people to learn, and I think the best teachers are the ones that spend extra time with you to help you learn the material. They use humor, they're engaging in terms of the way they do their instruction.
Broke my neck twice. First in 1983, as I was trying to walk away from a schoolyard fist fight. I was thrown down on the ground to start it, and instantly became a quadriplegic. 15 years later, having then excelled at the adaptive way of life, put the anger and the frustration, the barriers, the disappointments behind me, I was completing my doctorate here at Florida State, and I went through the windshield, breaking both legs, my shoulder, and my spinal cord for the second time, while I was the voting member on the Student Board of Regents, which is now the Board of Governors, back in 1998.
The most challenging part is speaking and make people to understand what I'm saying to them. People may be surprised that I'm an artist and I like to draw. I enjoy playing sports including basketball, cross country, track, and play video games. When people having disabilities, they are still people.
I see approximately a pinhole in my left eye. My doctor describes it as an island of vision on my left eye, and it's actually at a tilt, so I can't look forward at something. I have to look off to the right to see something in front of me. And then I have no other vision in the rest of the eyes, both of them, and I cannot really control the eye muscle. So where you could tell your eye to look over to the left at something and tell your eye to look up and look down, I can't tell my eyes to do that. They do what they do. So for that reason, I see either up, either down, either left, or either right, never the entire picture. And I thought that life was over and that all these doors were going to be closed and I could no longer plan for the future like I wanted to plan. But little did I know that I was going to be able to do a whole lot more than what I thought at the beginning.
I was born without my right arm and right leg due to amniotic band syndrome. Amniotic band syndrome is something that happens when the baby's in the placenta. It's an amniotic sac that's filled with amniotic fluid, and sometimes the fibers of the sac break off. So at my first ultrasound, I had all 4 of my limbs. And then when I was born, I came out with my right leg above the knee and my right arm above the elbow. My family members don't treat me any differently. If they wanted to, I probably wouldn't let them. I don't really ever ask for help, only because this is all I've ever known, so I've never really needed help to do things. I can tie my shoe, I can button buttons, I can tie aprons behind my back. I've learned all of these things because I don't want to burden someone else, which I don't think they would think I was burdening them, but I like being independent and I like being able to do anything unassisted.
I was in the Marine Corps in 1967 in Vietnam and was doing scouting ahead and got hit with a booby trap and had multiple injuries, including losing my sight. Probably the most challenging part is getting used to, over the years, of wanting to get more done, more accomplished, and knowing it takes you more time and you have to go about things a little differently.